Speedway Anywhere on Blog Talk Radio / Speedway Anywhere with your crew chief, Q.
Come on in, Speedway Anywhere time, where checking past is a good thing. Speedway Anywhere, youtube.com/Speedway Anywhere. You can also find me over on blogtalkradio.com, where this will be rebroadcast. Let's see. I'm not paying attention to the script. I'm your host, Q. The much anticipated weekend is upon us, depending upon when you're seeing this. So, the Chicago Street Course, love it or hate it, it's become a reality. And whether or not it's here to stay, we'll see. Even though they gave the date to Road America, Wisconsin, I will always have a bitter taste for the Chicago thing, because Wisconsin finally got a cup race. I mean, come on. Let's see, I'm going to scroll through the notes. Meanwhile, taking away through the Chicagoland Oval, by the way, too. 2019, Chicagoland was the last time. It was supposed to happen in the 2020 COVID year, but all of a sudden out of nowhere. But, you know, it's nothing to scratch your head about. It's just plain wrong. Okay? You want a Midwest race in Chicago? Move the Speedway closer to freaking downtown. They do the Clash in the LA Coliseum. Well, do the next Clash midsummer at Soldier Field or something. I don't get it. But it's here, so let's deal with it. Bet it won't be back after this year. So my throat wears out fast after 3 minutes, so you'll have to excuse me. But it won't be back after the opposition from politicians and downtown businesses and commuters. I mean, let's go a little further. Downtown Minneapolis commuters didn't like it for the 3 years that it was here. You know, they're just trying to get somewhere, and there's big concrete walls, you know, like the ones down the middle of the highway, and whatever. It was just another built-in detour. I don't care. I enjoyed it. I did. I really did. And that was from 97, 98, actually 96, 97, 98. And it promoted auto racing. Do you think Chicago doesn't know there's already auto racing? But back to the Minneapolis Twin Cities subject. They repaved the roads with a polymer that has yet to open up to a frickin' pothole after 28 years. Or do I have that right? Yeah, the final race was 98 and it's 2023. I don't make me do the math. But they welded the manhole covers down, and there was a big debate that the city had to go in and put in the grinders, as I make my grinder hand motion. There's no grinder emoji, so I can't put that up. And the sparks flew, but what a price to pay to have the sanctioning body go in and put in a surface that is only as good as where roads don't buckle. Okay, I'm going to get off track here. So, I've seen street courses come and go, and many failed. But look at Long Beach. Look at St. Petersburg. Look at all those that are a staple on future events. Could Chicago be one of them? I'm going to say no. So, I just scrolled through every note I made over the last hour or two, and because thoughts are coming to the cranium. Did I just say that? That's my biggest question, though. As far as, is this going to produce good racing? In the Cup cars, I'm going to say no. In the Xfinity cars, I'm going to give you the same answer. I mean, road course racing in general, you have runoff zones, you have pea gravel, not pee as in urine, and now you're looking at a wall. Carbon fiber or not, that's not going to produce good racing. It's going to be another F1 race where it ends just the way it begins in the qualifying order, except for the few, the proud, the guys that get daring and either pulled off an intimidating pass or they get up in their head and think they can win from whatever position. I'm waiting to see. The good news is, no matter how the Windy City is, we will have the rain tires. Um, they'll be right there on Lake Michigan for some of the race, and that's kind of cool. I mean, it to me this should be an exhibition race. It should not be a points paying race. Okay? I've said this on a few other people's shows, and it should not be a points race. It should be just like the LA Coliseum in the Clash. Hey, we're here! And we're gone. Not the right way to say it, but it just came to mind. So, rain tires, not a problem. Exhibition race, it should have been. So, wait and see. I'm gonna wrap this up on a note that I did not want to find out this week. On a note, I hate notes like this, and I have announced the death of drivers on many occasions, and it was my first year 5 years ago that I realized how it hits home. So I seem to be the go-to guy for everything auto racing in Minnesota, and as far as how flattering that is, we've heard the news about Jimmy Johnson's family. I don't know anything more what's available than anyone else, and there's a few other stories. People think I'm the insider, and I'm not. I mean, I got the Associated Sports ticker going on the corner of my screen every time that I even do this recording. When something like this happens, with the JJ family, Chandra, and it's just, there's nothing that hits closer to home. Sure, we hear about, everyone else in the sports business and what they got going on, but with auto racing, I gotta breathe here. I am so sorry that it's hit home, and you wonder why or how or but prayers to JJ, prayers to his family. I'm just gonna leave it there, otherwise you're gonna see a crying mess of Quentin. Please feel free to click the subscribe button, or the like, and I will continue to provide more content. I look forward to next week when we get back and critique the Chicago race. So I'm looking forward to that as I end the show on the somber note, but what do you do? So, thanks for your support. Please click the like, click the like button, as they say in most parts of the podcast business. I'm your host, Q, and this has been Speedway Anywhere.
Speedway Anywhere on Blog Talk Radio /Speedway Anywhere with your crew chief, Q.